Hi guys, Maitresh here on Mighty Moto and we are back on YouTube with a new video. And this video is gonna be very different because we're gonna be doing the whole build in one video. And y'all are gonna see the dyno and y'all are gonna see some comparisons with other bikes in the same class. So what bike we're talking about today is my R15V4. (2022) model, which is a BS6 but not OBD2, it is only BS6. So what we have done to the bike to make it as competent as other 200cc's in the class is basically we have bored it to a 190cc piston, and that's not the only thing we have done to the bike. We have also done a lot of head work, cam work, basically everything you can do to a 150cc bike to make it as fast as it can be. Now we have the dyno video. As you all can see, it makes 16.9 bhp on the dyno. So dyno figures don't mean everything. As you all saw on my previous videos also, the X-Pulse actually makes very less on the dyno. It makes only 14.5. But when you convert that, that is actually to the wheel. The manufacturer doesn't give you wheel horsepower, they give you crank horsepower. So at the end of the day, because of gearbox and drivetrain, there is loss in every vehicle. So when I say 16.9 bhp, it is wheel bhp, which is a very strong figure for an R15. It's also the first R15V4 which has been tuned on wideband O2 sensor, which basically means it has been tuned for the big bore kit to give the perfect AFRs, which you all can see on the dyno also. We made a new O2 sensor on the exhaust system to be able to do the wideband O2 tuning. So you all might know that Yamaha is coming out with the Yamaha R2, which is going to be a single cylinder bike. So I want to say that like Yamaha's engine is very good, and the 150 with the big bore itself, it's been done in Indonesia a lot, and they're making like serious power. So the closest comparison to the Yamaha R15 that we have built is probably an RC200, because it is already from factory pretty fast. If you look at any video on YouTube of an R15V4 racing a RC200, mostly the R15 will lose. As you all can see on the video, my bike keeps up really close to an RC200, and on the top end is faster than an RC200. I have so far been able to do a top speed of 160, but that was with a bad gear ratio. So what we did is we put a empty sprocket, and now it is geared basically for 160. but it hits that at 13,000 RPM, which is very cool for a 150cc which is bored up to 190cc bike. It feels like riding basically a single cylinder superbike because it revs to 14,000 RPM. Also, big thanks to Race Dynamics and Powertronics for tuning the bike on O2 sensor, because previously they told me that big bore kit bikes don't need to be tuned on wideband, but the bike also does feel way better now that it is tuned on wideband compared to narrowband, which is basically your stock. So apart from just the big bore kit, we have also done a high-rise camshaft and the rockers and valves to go with it to make it flow better in the head. The head is also ported in the intake and exhaust ports. We have a nice exhaust on the bike, BMC air filter. We have not yet done anything on the ignition front, like this bike has a lightweight magnet. So my R15 basically does feel like how Yamaha should have made an R2. Lot of people have already made a bike like this, but mine is ready for the street. I can still take it 2000 kilometers and not be worried about it. And yes, the 13,000 RPM rev limit does seem high, but it is safe. Even the Indonesian bikes or Thailand bikes, they rev it even more higher. They rev R15s even to 16,000 RPM. It doesn't last long, but it is possible. My bike should last a very long time, revving only to 13,000 RPM, hopefully. Let's see, we'll keep you all updated, and we'll wait and see what Yamaha does with their R2, and maybe we can race the R2 with my R2 and we'll see how it is. Alright guys, so thank you for watching the video. So as you all can see, we're doing a lot of things with the limited space we have also. This will be our studio for the next coming months. Me and Divakaran are going to be building a lot of bikes for y'all. Not just bikes, a lot of interesting things in general. It may not be a bike also. So the next build, basically we're going to be building this Samurai engine. It's probably going to be India's fastest Samurai spec build, because we have got a lot of interesting parts for it, like this magnet, which is a lightweight magnet from an RM250, which is also a Suzuki, but that is an imported bike. We have also done a Shogun piston on the bike. You all can see all that in the next video. Guys, thank you for watching the video. We'll come back with a lot more interesting videos soon, so stay tuned. If you all like the video, give it a like, share, subscribe, all of that, and we'll see you all in the next one. Camera.